Staff is a really good addition to a Spellbreaker support build for PvP because it adds a lot of healing, which you didn't have before, but it's also got a block on it, which can replace a shield. And in general, I would usually play this as a staff and hammer build instead of using Warhorn and dagger or sword, because even though the Warhorn is a great support weapon, any main hand you use with the Warhorn is not really going to provide too much, so it's kind of like you're just wasting 3 skills to use the Warhorn. So I feel like Staff Hammer is the best because Hammer gives you a lot of CC, which, as you can see in these fights, allows us to get kills with our team. And then you can also kind of like set up your Hammer attacks with the Staff for CC as well, so it's just a really nice kind of like CC aggressive support. It's kind of like the Hammer Firebrand build that I showed a little bit back, because it doesn't really have the pure sustain that, you know, a Tempest would have, but it has the aggressive kill potential to end fights rather than just infinitely stall them. And I also think, you know, it's probably the most fun way to play, you know, a support warrior anyways. You don't want to be sitting there just healing people. You want to be interacting and aggressing, you know, interacting with your team other than just making their health bars go up. So in this situation, we've got home node. Our team is going to go for the buff there. So I can't really hold a 1v1 against I don't know what kind of rev build that is, but I'm just going to go back and heal my team so they can get out of that fight and push into mid sooner, because I don't want to be 1v1ing on this build. Even though I can survive outnumbered, yeah, I would have been against a DH as well. So now we're going to push in, use full counter, which is an unblockable, unblindable CC, get my team some heals here soon with my shouts, and I'm going to use my F1 and my F2. I should have used the F1 first, to be honest, but it is what it is. The F1 gives quite a bit of damage and some healing to your team, so it's really important to use that on the staff as often as possible. But you also have tons of CC that you can do with the hammer F1, so it's really, there's just so much adrenaline that you have to potentially want to use on this build, and you can get that adrenaline by using your heal skill as well, because that maxes your adrenaline. And you've also got a lot of adrenaline from just discipline, and your 5 skill in staff also gives you adrenaline too. So sometimes you want to waste that if you just want to just get some adrenaline, but it is a block that will heal afterwards, so be careful with that. So now we're going into home. We want to pressure their ranger so that they can't, you know, stall our team here. But I see that there's a guardian also in there, so I want to go in and create a 2v2. We can probably win that, but my Hollowsmith is chasing the ranger off node, so we want to go off node with them because I don't want to be contesting a node that we don't own. So we're just going to try to get this kill and use the staff pull. It misses. I use the 3 skill to give my teammate some Aegis and unblockable, which is kind of nice. Put down the banner and then just go in for some CC. I'm going to have to use my staff 5 here to get some adrenaline here. Use that. Now we want to focus target, but yeah, we kind of want to contest the node as well. I'm getting blinded a ton, and I'm going to use my F1 there. I got CC'd, so it doesn't land, but you can see there it does a decent amount of damage, and it heals my teammates with the F1. I'm going to give my teammate the unblockable here so they can hit the DH, pull them into the hammer combo here, and I missed because I was immobilized. Get my adrenaline back again with the heal skill there, and our teammates arrive. So we're outnumbering this situation, but we do get the kills, so it's worth it. But we need to go into mid, and it looks like our teammates actually won that fight as well. So that's probably why we got the engineer, because they rotated out from the one fight at mid. So now we've got actually more people coming into the home node to contest that. So we're having a little bit of trouble of securing nodes here. We're kind of behind because of that, and we want to just push into this fight and win it, secure it more than we were doing before. I don't land my staff pull there because I had stability, but I'm going to heal my allies with all of my staff 3, the F1, and I want to land a good hammer combo on someone, but it seems that there's not really a good target. There is a down here that my teammates got, but in general, I don't really need to do too much here because we're just zerging this. We're kind of like 4 people here, so we just need to finish that off and then get into mid. So we're probably going to lose mid because they're going to decap it. And yeah, we don't have someone capping nodes. So yeah, we're on the mini map. We're just telling them to go back and cap. And they have a Mirage here, which I don't want a 1v1, but I can bait out their cooldowns if possible for my teammates to come in, but they're going for the buff instead. So this is not a good situation because I'm stuck kind of alone. We're kind of zerging a lot, and that can be good, but in general, I want to be with them if they're doing that. So now my allies finally come in, and the Mirage is really low because they had used most of their cooldowns on me. But I have to be careful because the Dragon Hunter's on me. I use my banner to finish that because the enemies are now coming in to get the revive. And we get the kill, so now it's only a 2v2 it looks like. So it's a decent situation for us to get that secured kill before they came in. But we need to contest this node. And my allies are kind of running from me, so I have to stand in line of sight, wait for them to arrive. And now I'm going to go in, try to contest them. I use my 1 stun break, so I have to be careful. Put down the banner here to give them a little bit of barrier and healing. And we're going to go for some CC on this Necromancer, but I get CC'd myself. I use the F1 in staff, the 3, just to keep my allies alive. Pull them in with the staff 4, and we're going to just cap the node while they chase those kills there. So we're still kind of behind even though we're winning all these fights. I want to get this kill on this Necro so that they don't... Yeah, we're just losing nodes, so we really need to secure these kills. So I really want this kill on this Necro so that they can't go somewhere else and just like cap a node. So we get that kill, really kind of not in a good situation here because now I have to stomp them. My teammates aren't even capping middle. We are ending up capping home, I think. So probably want to go into far with my Guardian here because we want to contest more nodes because we're not contesting enough apparently. So I see their Dragon Hunters here. I'm going to try to get some distance, but also heal my ally with the banner. I'm going to go in and try to heal them with my staff F1. Full counter CCs them, forces them to use their block ability. And I want to get the decap, so I use my hammer 4. That keeps them off the node long enough so we can get the decap. Now we're getting value off of this fight instead of fighting on their node. But their team is respawning and we're outnumbered, so I have to be very careful and just kite around terrain like this. Use my heal skills to keep myself alive. And now that we're back to full health, we can go in, use our hammer or staff F1, use the full counter. It doesn't trigger because they didn't attack into it. And I'm going to go for some more CC here. Land the 5 in hammer, and that's going to be able to finish off their Dragon Hunter, which was out of cooldowns. So now we've actually got home and far, and we can win off of a 2 node. So this isn't bad. We got decapped on mid. I'm just going to keep CCing and healing my allies so we can sustain this fight. And this is kind of better for us because if we fight on their home node, it's generally going to attract their attention more, and that'll mean that we won't get decapped on other nodes because we can constantly keep the fight at us. I'm going to try to heal my ally here, use some of my shouts, and we actually get the buff there as well, so that's pretty nice. I want to go for the stun on their Mirage, which is really low. I start targeting for my team as well because I realize that one of our issues is that we don't really kill things efficiently enough. So we just need to focus targets for them. I see that there's they're contesting the node. So I go back and let my team go for the kill. But I really want to be with them and not fighting this Dragon Hunter on node. But we can still CC them and bait out their cooldowns for when they arrive. Get the nice hammer stun as our teammates arrive in here. Gonna get the hammer 2 and they're gonna be forced into the renewed focus. We get the F1 on them right before they use their F3. So we're able to get that kill, and we're actually coming ahead in points. So all we really need to do is hold out here, and I want to keep my ally alive. I'm going to use the banner on them, but I want to keep the node as well, so I dodge back on the node, and I'm going to have to use my heal skill here, but I want to use the full counter first to CC them so I don't get interrupted, and just use my hammer skills, give out for great justice to give my teammates some might and fury so that they can burst when I CC. And we pretty much get the kill here. So if you like this content, then please like and subscribe. If you want to see any of the new weapons with new builds, we'll be working on those. They're not all finished just yet, but you'll be able to find them at guildgen.com, so check the links in the description, and I will see you all next time.